Hi guys, today we are going to talk about the uh lab 6. So I will double check if you can see my screen. Yes, you can. So the first thing for you guys is to go to Canvas and to download the Excel file of lab 6. And the Excel file's name is called Pool 2004 a present pools 2024. Excel file. And second thing you need to download is Lab 6 PDF. So if you want to follow the PDF by yourself, it would be okay. So, but this video may give you the more details of how to read this or how to follow the PDF file. So the first step is just there are several steps and we are going to finish it one by one. I will be very slow in case you cannot follow up. And if you want to use this video, feel free to pause or take a screenshot and, let's begin. The first step, open the Excel file called this one. So it will be very easy. As you can see, you have within this in my screen. Okay. And the second step, select the columns A to F and then insert the pivot table. As we can see, it automatically to select a table or range, it shows that you have already choose column A to F, and you need to place it in a new worksheet. And new worksheet, yes, and then press OK. And so, but there are several steps you need to finish before paste it. So you need to select three things according to step 3. End date, candidate name, and PCT. PCT means the percentage. Okay. So first thing, end date, candidate name, PCT, and the days and months we are not required now. And as we can see this area, you have columns, rows, and values. So as you have select these three, so you may need to rearrange it to different area. So for the columns one, you need to drag the candidate's name to here, right? Just drag it is okay. And the rows one is the end date would be perfect now. But now the PCT, we don't want the sum of it. We want to have the average of it. So just click this one and then select average. Press OK. So now you have got a new table, right? Average columns labels and this and this one. So you have already finished step 1, 2, 3. Now we go to step 4. Let's take a look at 2 candidates. So actually, as we can see, there are many candidates, right? But we only follow 2 candidates. So you just press this triangle and then deselect all and then only select Trump and Harris. And then, so as we can see, we already finished the step 4. It will be easy, right? And step 5, you need to copy and paste to the pivot with the date, Trump, Harris, columns to a new worksheet. So you need to select A, B, and C columns, and then double click, copy, make a new worksheet, and then double click, paste. So, but now you may need to rename the sheet because you need to label the worksheet as candidates. So let's double click sheet 6. For you, it will be sheet 2 or sheet 3. It would be okay, doesn't matter. Double click it and then rename. Rename to candidates. And another requirement that make sure that the titles of columns are in row 1. So you just need to select these 3 rows and then double click, delete. So now we have guaranteed that the tram Harris, and maybe you can rename this as a date. Okay. The title is in row 1. So you already finished step 5. So now there are only 2 steps for following, right? It will be very easy. And step 6, select these 3 columns and then insert a pivot table. Oh, but scatter plot, sorry. Insert this one. So this one is the scatter plot. Just click it, scatter. So as we can see, it's not very good, right? Because it should show that the date, tram, and Harris data are all in this table. And it would be not okay because we want the x-axis be the date and the y-axis be the PCT of tram and Harris, right? So on this table, double click it to select data. So we may need to delete the date y-axis. So y value, you mean you copy it, it would be easy. Select it and then delete it. So for the Trump, the x value would be the date, right? Because we already deleted. I think it would be A1 to A1 107. And for y values, it'd be B1, B2 to B107. And the name of it is B1, right? Because we already put the titles in the first row. So for the tram, it'd be okay. Now if you want to be easier, just copy the X value and then select the Harris because now there, as you can see, there's a blank in the X value because for Harris 1, you don't have the X value. You just copy it and then change it to C2 to C107 and then press OK. So now you have the chart, right? But after have the chart, you need to make several adjustments. The first one is that give your chart a descriptive title. So you can title it as the polling PCT over time, right? Of course, you can choose your own title. And the second one, format the color. So the Harris would be in blue and Trump would be in red. So double click it. So sometimes you select one point, it will be not okay. So let's look at this one. If you just single click, it would be only this point, right? But you double click some points, sometimes I failed, right? Double click it, you can see all this one are selected. And now the green one is for colors, but we need to change it to blue. So click this and maker and change it to blue. A border, you can choose no line, a solid line or no line. It will be okay. Let's use another blue, this one. Okay. Maker, blue. Oh, sorry, fill to blue. Also fill to blue. Choose the same one. And for tram, change it to right, and solid line to red. Oh, sorry, what happened? Control Z. Okay, now choose tramp, maker, and to right. Also, the border is right. So now you have all finished this one, but you need to adjust the y-axis to go from 30 to 60. So as we can see now, the y-axis is from 0 to 60, right? So it is not okay. So just double click the y-axis here, this area, and find this one, like the histogram. The minimum one change to 30 and the max one change to 60. So it will automatically 60 and then return or enter. And that's it. So as we can see, we have finished this chart. Now the y-axis from 30 to 60, blue one for Harris, red one for Trump, and give it a descriptive measure table. So it will be okay here. And step 7, actually you need to redo all the steps from steps 2 because now you need to change it to month and date. But it will be easy. So let's go over it. Remember, firstly, select A to F and then insert the pivot table and new worksheet, table range is good, and then press OK. But now we need the candidate name, PCT, and the months, right? Also, drag the candidate's name to columns. Months stay here, okay, and the average of PCT. Then press OK. And so now only select 2 candidates, Trump and Harris. Okay, now you have the table here, right? But you may need to follow the instruction of the PDF to write your own table. So the first one is the month, and next one is Donald Trump. Harris, month from July to November. And just copy the values here. And overall, just copy the numbers here and values only. Just paste the values. And so this is your table. But report, you need to, under the overall rule, report the average polling numbers for the entire sample value. So average polling number. Remember how to look at the average one? Use the function average, right? And the range from here to here. And do the same thing, just drag it to this one. But you can double check it, it will be okay. Yeah, from C40 to C19. So now it's okay. Only look at, now we have finished all the steps of the lab, but the write-up part is also important. The first one, transfer your chart and table to a write-up. So if you want, you can, if you use Word or other things, you need to paste the things that you get. The first one is the chart, right? The scatter chart and table. Remember where we put it from the chart? Just click on it and copy to the Word file. Copy, paste. So this is a chart, right? And also we need the table, select it, and then copy, and then paste. So this is the first question. Describe the patterns observed in the scatter plot. So how to describe it? So actually, maybe you have different answer. Here, I give it to you. You can follow this answer. So first one, for question six, describe it. The scatter plot shows the table polling trends for Donald Trump and Kamala Harris from July to November. Both candidates have the similar support levels with polling percentage consistently between 40 to 55, right? And there are slight fluctuations. So the variation, it would be very small, and the race would be very stable and close. So this is the answer for question 2. Question 3, on your scatter plot, compare Trump versus Harris support during 2 time periods and discuss some possible explanations. The first period is to describe it from July to early August. July to early August. And the second one is the month of September. So actually it here. And so this is answer I provide to you. From the first period, July to early August, Trump and Harris had similar support. So all the percentage would be around 45 to 50 with little differences. So also the variation is very small. And the explanation is that because this is the events and the activities would be very limited during the early summer compared to the days that near the selection day, right? And the month of September, observations is that slightly more variation in support with occasionally switches. So actual series would be very competitive, which means that the PCT would change a lot compared to the date before September. Explanation is that the increased campaign events, debate, and media coverage, right? And for the fourth one, in the days leading up to the presidential election. So what would you describe the polling difference between Harris and Trump? Actually, before the election day, Harris have a slightly lead over Trump. Average is about 47.87, as you can see from the table, right? From table 1. And Trump is only 46 something. So this polling result is not consistent with the actual outcome. As we can see, Trump wins, and the result is biased. So it is not consistent with the actual outcome. The last question, what information does the scatter convert that not easily apparent in the table? Remember that the scatter plot, you can see all the information over date. This is for days from July to November. But for the table, you only have the summary for each month. So the scatter plot can shows daily over time, which is not very easy from the table, because if you change it to table, you cannot see the dynamic fluctuation over days. And but the table can give you the precise average percentage change for each candidate. So this one, the values is very obvious, right? But this one's value not obvious. Okay, and then so reporting both is important because you want to catch the detailed trends and the clear average with values give it the full picture of it. So if you want, you can make a similar answers for this one. But make first thing is to make sure that you can get the correct scatter plot and the table. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Okay? And that's it for today.